Welcome back to the second half of Majestic
We're
Mayhem
back!
tonight. Couldn't tell you what happened with the other stream. We don't really know. It was technical difficulties. But we're back. We're good for
Yeah.
now. We're okay. I don't remember where we were. Oh, we were discussing high heels running the Jurassic Park movie. Homegirl running in high heels. I was going to explain why I thought it was more realistic. That's where we were. I almost forgot. I didn't. Don't worry. Because I live for stuff like this. I live for explaining costumes. It's my forte. So, saying before, he's in a high profile position. He deals with investors, lawyers, the owner, things of that nature, text. She's not really wandering around the park itself to interact with the customers or go tramping through the jungle or anything like that. She's not working on broken down rides or anything. So of course she would be dressed to do business in a suit and heels because it's what women traditionally wear in those types of positions.
Mhm.
Now, I want you to stop and think for a second. Your job is to help run a theme park. You're in the middle of a busy day with a whole lot of people running around doing your normal job when all of a sudden someone comes to you and says, "We have a big problem. We need you to go check it out." Are you going to stop with all of these liabilities in the park? Because let's face it, every single human being on that island is a huge liability at this point with the problem. Not that they're the cause of any of it, but their families will sue. Are you going to stop on the way to this problem to go change because you're not even sure what the problem is yet? So far, you're thinking this is something manageable. This is something somebody messed up and it's fine. I just got to go down there and just straighten out the issue. So, are you going to stop what you're doing to go change and take 10, 15 minutes to go find the locker room, your bug bag, or whatever, your prancing through the jungle outfit, if you have one there? Or are you just going to hightail it in whatever you're wearing and make do?
Well,
Like,
see, I don't work with dinosaurs, but my work boots are under my desk. So I'm going to take my Crocs off and put my work boots on. But I understand completely that that's what she wore. But I'm going to die if I'm being chased by a dinosaur and I got to run in heels. Good luck
she
running in
wasn't
heels on
thinking about that
pavement,
though.
but then you're going to be in the jungle. I'm just saying, at some point, like Sir Paul said, you break your heels off, so now you got flats. Um, well, there's other dead bodies. You steal their shoes. I'm just saying, at a certain point, she was not running for 2 hours straight. There were points that she could have, like I said, whether you steal shoes from someone, you modify your shoes, wearing heels while running over uneven surfaces is a liability and it's going to slow you down and you're going to die.
I agree with that.
That's my beef with it.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. But again, I'm more along the lines of like, because I know me personally, if I'm working with a whole bunch of dinosaurs
Yeah.
and I'm at work in a suit and heels for the most part, and then someone says, "Hey, we got a problem," and I'm on the road of they're just messed up. The scanners aren't doing their job. Someone in tech screwed up. The dinosaur is where it's supposed to be. I just got to go over there and yell at them to do their job. At any point in time, even after I have to run from a dinosaur, as I'm running from a dinosaur, even in the 15, 20-minute break, nowhere in my mind am I going to go, I should really put on some boots right now and some pants.
No,
Now,
it's not that you're like I got to put boots and pants. It's that you're like I said, it's a liability and it's harder for you to maneuver. And you're like, I don't want to fall and get eaten by a T Rex. This dead dude has some shoes, let me steal them. Right? It's purely a survival thing.
makes sense. But if you're already on the run, are you going to stop what you're doing? Probably not.
No, well,
Probably,
I
but then
said she
again,
had enough. She had enough
you're probably,
downtime,
but you're
hiding
also
time.
probably, I'm I'm just going to make an assumption and a wild guess. I'm going to guess you've never run in heels, though.
No, and I have not worn high heels in over 15 years, so
I bet you if you were, for whatever reason, wearing a pair of heels and you had to start running, you probably would be one of the few people that's like, I'd rather run barefoot and just kick those heels off and keep running.
yeah, because I probably couldn't even walk in them at this point. I guess if you wear
That's
them every
true.
day, though, right? Didn't Carrie Bradshaw used to
Yeah.
run down the street in heels?
Yeah, I mean, I've run in heels, and it's not as bad as people think it's
Okay.
not comfortable by any standard, but I'm not a fan of running anyway. So it doesn't matter if I'm wearing heels or running shoes. There's still the
Yeah.
liability of me breaking somebody's neck. So, I mean, it happens. But if I'm wearing heels and I have to get going, I'm not going to stop to kick them off. I'm not going to stop to think about, oh, I should have worn better shoes. I'm just gonna run. I'm just gonna run. And there's a good possibility I'd use that heel as a weapon later.
See, I'm going to be wearing my Crocs, and my Crocs are not in sports mode. So as I'm running, once I get to a spot where like I can breathe, I'm flipping the strap down because my Crocs almost fell off like a million times as I was running with them. So yeah.
That's too funny. Oh,
Oh.
that's great.
Yeah, so we got kicked off. We were trying a different streaming platform. We got kicked off. Um
Like us talking.
really the see the world's just going to shit and everyone's tired of everything. And let me like I got some good ones this week, right?
Okay.
This one's from today, and it shouldn't be funny because it involves kids, but I just found this hilarious. Okay. When you think of jobs where you've had enough of it, you're like, I cannot take it anymore. I've had enough of you little jerks. What one of the professions that comes to mind, people work with kids, right? Like they can really push your buttons. So it was this week at a Sugar Creek, Pennsylvania, a 75-year-old bus driver. Well, he lost his job and he got arrested. Apparently, these are kids between the age of 5 and 12.
That's
He
actually not a bad group. But
but he made them they put all the windows up in the bus. It was 74 degrees outside. He makes all these little kids put the windows up in the bus. He cranked the heat up and said, I'm going to cook all of you. So he told the kids, they're going to cook all of you. And he threatened that he was going to bring in a paddle the next day to beat them.
I
So,
mean, I'm
yes.
not sure I've seen a problem so far. Did you do anything else out of line?
So I guess multiple complaints came in because the kids got off the bus and they were crying and extremely sweaty. So I guess because he said I'm going to cook all of you, the bus got up to 100 degrees inside the bus because he had the heat. Like I
Excessive.
said,
That
he
might be a
cranked
bit excessive.
that heat. Yeah, I just love it so much. I'm going to cook all of you. You could tell this dude he just hit his breaking point. Whatever those little kids were doing,
Done.
whatever they were yelling in the background, who knows? He was fed up.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
I mean, yeah. I'll be honest. You could not pay me enough to work with kids in today's climate. Hell no. There's not enough
Well,
money you could offer me to make me go, oh yeah. I don't care what age group it is. I don't care if it's newborns. And trust me and believe when I say newborns are the easiest things to take care of. Not because you don't have to do anything. No, no, no. Because they sleep a lot of the time.
yeah.
So you have a lot of time to do, you know, the other stuff you got to take care of. So newborns is like the easiest age group in the world, aside from, when they're like older, much, much older. No, it's not even the kids necessarily. I feel like the bus driver probably had more than enough of the parents. He probably had tried to discipline the kids multiple different ways, and the parents, because yeah,
Well, I
I
just
can
feel
see
like,
that.
especially in the 5 to 12 range,
Yeah, that's
kids
the
are
parents, not the kids.
well, yeah, but kids are annoying.
Well, yeah, kids are
And that's
annoying, but
just that's their job though. Like I'm not faulting the kids for it. That's when you're a kid, you're annoying, and that's just how it is because you haven't kind of learned how to
let's be honest, kids are dumb, and
be.
they're
But
dumb because they don't know
yeah,
any better. You're supposed to
exactly.
teach them.
So I could just see these little kids are just bouncing off the walls, yelling stupid crap, making noise, and he just like I said, this dude just had enough. I just laughed so hard when I could just picture all these like imagine like a 5-year-old putting the window up on the bus and then the dude just cranks that heat up. They're all crying and sweaty. I love it.
Yeah, I imagine that that guy had probably been told some colorful things by
And
kids who shouldn't even know the
well,
words, much less what they mean. And yeah,
and
I bet I blame the parents. I'm blaming the
and
parents.
here in the Northeast, where school hasn't been in session for a month yet. We're less than 1 month into the school year. Just want to put that out there. The guy made it less than
That's
a month.
bad. That's bad. That is really bad. What are the parents doing over there? Oh my God. You know what? Stay in those states. We don't want you. Don't even come visit. Don't. No. You and your badass little offspring can stay wherever the hell you're at. We don't want you. You're making bus drivers quit not even a month into school. Hell to the
Yeah.
no. Down here, we got a saying for that. God bless their soul, because I'm not about to. No.
Then I had another one, and actually I should have looked up to find out if there was an update on this. Okay, I saw this one. I think this one's from a week ago. When was it? It was published on the 9th. So it's like 2 weeks ago. Okay, this is down in New Orleans. Okay, the police were called to a community care center parking lot on a Sunday at 11 p.m. because there was a woman who had fallen in the parking lot. So this lady fell in the parking lot. They take her to the hospital for treatment. So she's at the hospital getting checked out, and the doctors realize, yeah, she didn't fall. She got hit by a vehicle. So they call the job back to let them know, like, hey, what happened? She got hit by a vehicle. So the care center pulls up the surveillance footage. This is like the next morning. This is happening now, right? They pull up the footage, and they can see this lady walking across the parking lot, and they see an SUV backing up recklessly, is what they called it. So the lady backs up, just boom, zooms right into this lady, runs her over. The kicker is it was her coworker. So when this lady, her coworker, she backs over her coworker. She gets out of the vehicle, picks up a piece of the bumper that broke off, puts it in, parks her car. She just went to work like nothing ever happened at all. And she knew she hit her because she picked up pieces of the car. Like, is this lady just a psychopath?
Are you
Or did
okay?
she have it out? Or did she have it out? Is this like the coworker from hell that you're just like, oh, this stupid bitch, I can't take her anymore.
No, I am genuinely concerned. Are you people with multiple coworkers and working in office settings? Are you all okay? Like,
No, we're
I'm
not.
for
We're
real.
not
Are
okay.
you okay? Cause like first they've got this
No.
guy going out on a hike up a fucking mountain. They leave this
Oh
guy to
yes.
die. And don't even bother saying like 12 hours later, like, hey, we forgot this guy up there. Like he's
Hey
still
Joe,
there.
we
Like
didn't
maybe
see
we should
Joe.
do
We don't know where he
something.
is.
Like, yeah, no, we just completely spliffed on that one. And now this lady's hitting her coworker, picking up a piece of her car, shoving it in the trunk, and like walking. Are y'all okay? People with coworkers in office settings, why are you trying to kill your coworkers? Like, I'm pretty sure, I mean, I've had issues with my
Okay.
coworkers in the past. I've never consciously made a decision to try to knock them off of the planet for
Have
crying
you
out loud. I've like,
have you worked in an office setting with
yeah,
coworkers?
yeah,
And
yeah.
there's not even one of them. that maybe you didn't act on it, but you didn't think to yourself, I wish she'd get run over in the parking lot?
Like, I'm not gonna lie, there's been times
Just
I've looked at
saying.
people and been like, "How are you still breathing? Like, you must have to like, you must have to manually breathe, like, tell yourself to breathe, you're that dumb." I mean,
Okay.
I've had coworkers so stupid they can fall over the freaking equator, but, I mean,
Okay, there's this guy at my job. Um, this guy is deaf. So, but the guy's just a real a-hole. I don't know if I can say it yet. The guy's just a real a-hole. But because the guy is deaf, no one's gonna like who's gonna be the person to like, crap talk to this guy, right? So everyone just kind of leaves him alone. But the guy is really just he's a horrible person. Okay. Apparently one day at lunch, this guy and another coworker, they go out to lunch. I don't know what happened, but the other coworker chokes the deaf guy. He like chokes him out at lunch, okay? So now
oh my god.
he like is embarrassed and he doesn't want anyone to know this happened. And it's like, dude, we would have all paid money and we would have cheered you on. We would have all loved to watch you choke this guy out because we all can't stand him. But no one wants to be the one to say something to the guy. Like I said, we all oh god, we would have cheered this guy on. But I love it. I don't know what happened. I have no clue what happened, but he choked him out at lunchtime.
I mean, I'm not even gonna lie. I don't care if it's awkward or not. I'm absolutely asking questions because I'd be the first person to be like, "Yo, I heard. Care to talk about it? Because I'm
Yeah.
not gonna let it go. I'm not judging you. I want to know.
Can I
I'm
buy you a
nosy as
medal
hell. Start talking.
reward?
Like you better start talking because this is not disappearing, friend. So unless you want
Yeah.
everybody to be talking about it behind your back, better tell me the story and I'll let everybody know for you. So you don't have to worry about it. It'd be fine. It won't be awkward. I'll tell everybody for you. But I'm gonna need you to start talking. As far as this deaf guy and everybody standing off to the side, you know they have cuss words and sign, right? Like you can cuss somebody out and sign. I don't know a
Oh,
whole
well,
lot of sign, but I know a few things. And cussing somebody out in sign is absolutely one of the things I know how to do. I mean, you don't even have
you're
to
just
know sign
prepared.
and cuss words, and all you need are those two fingers. You know what I'm saying? That's universal. I don't care what language you speak.
Yeah.
That's universal. I don't give a damn if you were a quadriplegic. Piss me off. Say something. I won't smack you because that's not fair. But I'm going to look at you, flick you off, and be like, guess what? I'm going to walk away. I'd offer you the
See,
opportunity to go for a walk to cool off, but you can't, can you, buddy?
I can't. You can't flip him off because then you're gonna get in trouble at work. What I did do to this guy once,
Why? Is he
though.
tattletelling?
Oh, he would without it. Oh, yes, he would.
Tattletale?
He would because when he sends emails, he CCs like all the managers. Do you think I care? I've gone back and I'll just okay, good, the game on, man. But I went once and I put something in his in basket that he told me he didn't want, but it was like, dude, I don't this isn't for me, this is for you. I put it in his in basket and I walked away. I could hear him behind me, like I could hear his footsteps as he's like chasing me, but he didn't say anything to me and I just kept walking away and like you could just feel the heat coming off him. It was great. I gotta be passive aggressive so that I'm not the bad guy. Like this is what you gotta do in the office. It's horrible.
The hell with that.
So those of us in offices know we're not okay. We are not. I mean, I'm not quite running people over the parking lot yet. I'm still just in passive aggressive mode. That's I haven't left that yet, but
Yeah, that's too funny. I mean, I listen. I am an equal opportunist. I will start a fight with anybody. I do not care. You are not getting a pass just because you get a handicap placard in the parking lot, my dude. Sorry about your luck. If anybody tries to say, "Well, that's dinner," how dare you? I'm gonna stop you right there. Okay? Because I've actually had a quadriplegic cuss me up one downside, right up the other, okay? And he was laughing his little cheeks off the whole way. And he had the darkest sense of humor out of anybody I've ever known. He said it was okay. And I feel like it's okay. Listen, I feel like you could be taken the wrong way if you just allow somebody to get away with things because they're different. That's being an ableist right there. You come at me,
Oh,
I'm giving it right back, buddy.
oh, well, don't worry about because I said that he likes to copy all of management. Well, see, he doesn't realize that I'm not going to be a jerk. But trust me, I'm going to say something back. And then it's, oh, good. You copied everybody. My email would have only gone to you. Now it's going to everybody. And see, he really hates me because I accused him of ripping a bunch of people off. That's really what now he hates me. But I accused him because I 1000% believe that the guy is. And I think it's wrong. And don't rope me into this. So now I have one of my employees deals with him on it, like when we have to, and I'm like, you need to keep me away from this guy because I can't contain myself.
On the
So
bright side, when he's not looking at you and you're standing next to him, you can start cursing him out. He never know what you're
yeah,
doing. Just be like, this son of a
as long as he doesn't see my mouth,
Can't
he
you
will. He'll never
believe
know.
this motherfucker? Oh my god. I cannot stand it. Oh god, here he comes again. Oh my god, he's walking. Look at him. Look at him. He's coming this way. Coming this way. Damn it.
Everybody would stare at me, but I know they would all love it. They would all love it. I'm telling this guy, like, he's just, I don't know if he's just a jerk because some people are jerks. Is he a jerk because he knows that he can get away with it? I'm not really sure. I don't really care. He just needs to leave me alone. I mean, I'm not running him over in the parking lot because I'm not going to jail over this guy. No way, I'm not running him over the parking
Yeah,
lot.
I feel like it's a lot easier to get somebody fired than trying to get away with murder in a public place. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like the average person has a much better shot of getting the person they want to murder in the parking lot fired versus trying to cover up the murder in the parking lot. You know what I mean?
Well, see, and I feel like this lady that she should have never gotten out and picked up her bumper. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna sneeze.
Yes, you. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you. I feel like if she had backed up, okay, then if she had gone and pulled him to a parking spot, because she has to know there's cameras. You pull in the parking spot, you get out of your car, then you act shocked, like, oh my God, where did my bumper go? My bumper was here. What the heck? Then you go and you're like, you look around. Then, as you're going to the building, you find your bumper laying next to a lady and you're like, oh my God, you act all shocked. You call 911. I think you could play it off as some sort of accident. I don't know. I mean, because even if they watch the footage, you could be like, "Well, I had to reverse. I hit my brakes. I didn't feel I hit anything. I hit the brakes. I stopped abruptly because I hit the brakes. I don't know." I feel like you might be able to play it off.
I
I mean, really, you
mean,
probably should just not run her over in your job parking lot, but
yeah, I feel like there's
right.
much better ways to go about this than running somebody over in the parking lot with cameras. I mean, and again, she didn't even do a very good job. So, I
I
mean,
know
was
because
it worth it?
the lady's in the hospital. I hope she makes her full recovery, but I mean, the lady didn't die,
She's
so
gonna make a full recovery. She's if she wasn't already dead by the time they
lady,
finally found her, she ain't dying. That was
yeah.
it. I'm surprised she's even in the hospital for that long to begin with. Quite frankly, I would assume that she wouldn't be going. Think about it. I've known people to get hit by cars. I've never hit somebody with a car yet, but I know people who have been hit with cars, and I mean, for the most part, they kind of. I know a couple people who actually walked it off. Like literally, like walked it off. Been hit by a car, stood up, dusted off, and walked away. So, and one of those people
Okay.
I was really surprised they walked away, to be honest. I mean, to be fair, she used the motorized scooter like 70% of the time because she has some issues.
Yeah.
So her walking away was a real shock.
Okay. I just looked at the article to find this lady's name because I was gonna look to see if there's an update. I don't know how I missed this. I've read this article like 3 times. I don't know how I missed this. Okay. So they said based on the initial investigation, they don't think she intentionally struck the victim, but she knew she hit a person and attempted to cover up. No, I think she knew. I think she intentionally did it. But here nor there. This is the sentence I can't believe I missed. Officers said when they questioned her about her actions, she shrugged her shoulders and did not provide an explanation. Could you imagine if the cops were just like, "Hey, we saw that you ran over Sally in the parking lot," and you're like, "Mm,
I mean,
I mean, I guess it's
honestly,
good from
I'm
a
sure
legal
a lot of
standpoint."
people that are watching could picture me
Yeah.
standing there going, I mean,
Like I said, from a legal standpoint, it's your right to remain silent. It's probably better off to say nothing. I just think it's hilarious that you can get questioned. Oh, you ran your coworker over. Oh.
yeah, no, I can't even imagine what I'd do honestly, because I've had concerns about somebody getting hurt and the cop showed up to ask me questions and having to deal with it just because I don't like the person. It's well known. Like I have nothing to do with it, but I wish I did. But I wish I did. But if they actually asked me, like, so you hit him, do you have anything to say? I don't know if I could. I'm not that good of a liar, and I'm really not good at hiding when I'm entertained by things. I would absolutely get arrested for that. Absolutely. Because do you hit this person? No, that wasn't me. They're on their way to the hospital right now. They're severely injured. They may not make it. Really?
Tell me more.
You don't say. I'm going to
Yeah.
jail. But I also have sensors and cameras and stuff on my car. So if I hit somebody, yeah, it is definitely on purpose. And that's also kind of what makes me think like I genuinely am confused as to how well that's going to go. Because if she has a newer car that I would say probably within the last 10 years, you probably got a backup camera on that
She's got a
thing.
camera and the thing's beeping. Beep, 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 beep,
Yeah,
beep.
I
Poof.
mean, the older some of the cars, you don't have to override the sensors to back up when it registers that something's there, but, like, yeah, it'll beep
Yeah.
and tell you something's there, and you'll see it, but also too, unless the lady she hit is, like, 3 foot nothing, there's no way she missed it unless she literally wasn't looking anywhere when she backed up. There's no way she was looking in the side mirrors, the rear view mirror, or turned all the way around to look behind her.
Yeah.
Because you can't miss
She
an
just stepped
adult
on it.
walking
Yeah.
past the car or even an SUV for that matter. Hell, I'll even give you, you walk past an Escalade and you'd see them walking.
Yeah.
Unless they are 3 foot nothing, you're gonna see at least the top of the head.
And this
Yeah,
lady, so there's like a still image. I mean, this lady's the average sized height. This lady's not incredibly short. She's average sized height. And based on like where the lady is and where the car
she's
must have been
taller.
stopped when she started to walk by because I can't imagine if this lady was like just zooming backwards through the lot that she would have walked behind the car, right? Like you would have been like, this is kind of weird. What is this person doing? So the fact that the lady's like walking across the lot,
What if she dived behind the car as it was reversing? Like, I want to get her arrested.
I've had enough of this bullshit job. I'll rather die than come back tomorrow. And she
Job
steps in front of the car.
sucks.
Yeah.
I don't want to live anymore.
Yeah.
And there's better ways to go. I'm just saying. It's shorter ways to go, less painful ways to go, but what do I know? I'm just death on occasion.
So this next story has nothing to do with death. But we're back to Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, it's just going down the tubes, man. I thought you would think this would have been Florida, but it was not Florida. It's Pennsylvania. Um, like I said, Pennsylvania going down the tubes. Pennsylvania emotional support alligator banned from Walmart after receiving VIP treatments at restaurants.
Not even gonna lie, when you said you expected to be from Florida and everything's going to that, I was expecting to be slightly insulted. I am no longer insulted.
Yeah, so here, look at this little lady. She's in her little dress and everything. Look how
So
polite she
cute.
is, right?
She is adorable. Look at her. Look at her.
So her owner, he's 60. That's his emotional support pet. He's been bringing her there for months. He goes, we've been to Denny's where she's a star there. She gets VIP treatment. She's 5 feet long and she's been photographed at least 2 different times at the Walmart store. So that's how Walmart found out about it. So she's 32 pounds and he pushes her around in the shopping cart. And yeah, so Walmart says, "Oh, sorry, we care about the safety of all of our guests." This actually surprised me too. I am not, fully up to date on service animals. I thought they were just dogs. Walmart only welcomes service animals like dogs and miniature horses, as suggested by the Americans with Disabilities Act. I didn't know people had mini horses as service animals, but I think that's pretty damn cool.
For emotional support animals, you can pretty much pick whatever pet. I've heard of people
Oh,
having birds and snakes and
correct,
all
but I'm saying,
kinds of
but
stuff.
for a service animal, I thought it was just dogs. I didn't know, but apparently mini horses are also service animals.
Yeah, yeah. Service animals, well, service animals are slightly different than emotional support animals. Yeah, for service animals, you have to use something that can be trained for specific causes and
Yes.
duties and things. Whereas an emotional support animal is only there to be cute and cuddly for you. My concern with the gator is that eye looks like it's getting cataracts. And the second concern I have is that's a baby, which obviously mom's not a concern with this one because obviously she's not there. But that gator's gonna keep growing.
Yeah,
Even
she's already 5 feet long. What did I say? 32 pounds, I think.
actually, she's underweight for a 5 foot long gator. That's another
Is that what
issue I
it
might
said?
have a thing about. Like she seems a little small.
Yeah,
Um,
32 pounds.
I'd be worried about. Listen, I'm all for. I have no problem with gators. I think they're cool. I think they're great, wonderful. I don't think they're pets, and I don't think they should be treated as pets. Only because the way those things grow, they grow in the size. They're like goldfish. They'll only grow as big as the area in which they're provided. Um, I just feel it's kind of cruel to keep a gator small for my amusement. I mean, it's adorable. That's tiny. That is
Holding her like
really
a little
small.
baby. She's got her harness on. She's got a little pink sweater. She's matching the dude, right? Look how happy they are. Going
Happy,
going for a trip at the Walmart.
cute. I have no problem with him having it. I just worry about it not being able to reach its full.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
And I love too that he keeps saying that he's like, we've been at Denny's VIP treatment. Yeah.
that doesn't surprise me. I'm sure it gets VIP treatment at Waffle House too.
Okay, well, to be fair though, I mean Waffle House has its own set of rules. You can't really compare what may or
You're
may
not
not happen at a
lying on
Waffle
that
House to
one.
anywhere else.
You're not kidding. You're not kidding. Went to a Waffle House recently, and I
Did you get in
hadn't
a
been in a
fight?
while, and it was an entertaining.
Did you get into a fight? Did you watch a fight? Did anyone throw down a wall?
I didn't get into a fight. Nobody actually fought, but I did watch somebody start cursing and swearing at. I'm not entirely sure who they were swearing and causing a scene about. It was one of those. What the hell? What? Okay, as long as you don't come near me. And then they left, so it was like, the fuck was that? Anybody? Maybe the staff argued with her before we got there. I don't know. It
I mean,
wasn't
it's a
me.
Waffle House. If there's not some sort of disturbance, you didn't get the full experience.
At least they're open. As
Yeah.
long as it's open, everything is okay.
Yes.
If Waffle House closes, maybe we need to be a little concerned.
Did you there's a whole I forget what it's called. There's a whole thing about that like tracks the Waffle Houses. It's like and there's different color flags because I guess Waffle House has like, green flag and it's like full operations. Then they'll have like yellow because they have contingency plans for like if they lose power. So, leading up to every hurricane, you got to look at the Waffle House map to see what's going on. I just love that
Oh,
that's a thing and it's more accurate than anything else we have.
yeah. You want to hear the really crazy part about that?
What?
The state of Florida follows what we decide what to do for a hurricane based on what Waffle House decides.
Yes.
Like if they will wait until the very last minute to close our grocery stores and fast food joints and restaurants and government buildings and all of that based on Waffle House is closing now. If Waffle House stays open right until the hurricane, everybody else is open right until the hurricane. If they close for the hurricane, well, everybody's closed for the hurricane. And they announce it just like they will tell you flat out on the news, on the radio, wherever you're getting your hurricane information for that season, for this particular storm. They will tell you based on the Waffle House weather guide. It's an interesting experience to say the least.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely do not take any heed to what the weatherman says. Not in the least bit. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Not at all.
Okay, so this next one, and I don't know why I don't know why I didn't save this photo. I have to save it. This one, I feel like this is right up your alley. And this is an old story, but this is from 2013, but for some reason it's like in the news again. Okay? So this is out of Detroit. There's some guy who's a well-known strip club owner. He His wife had an affair with somebody he knew a couple of years earlier. He claims that he just went to go, the realtor just showed him a house. He didn't realize it when he saw the house, but this house just happened to be next door to his ex wife. So he buys the house next door to his ex wife. And he's still pissed off about this affair. So he puts up a nice little statue in the backyard of a giant middle finger facing his wife's house.
That is glorious.
Yes. So it cost $7,000 for this statue. And he
Worth it.
said, I'm so over her. This is about him. This is about him not being a man. So the person who posted it, they think is the guy's daughter. Because she put it and she tweeted a photo and said, how psychotic do you have to be to buy a house directly next to your ex wife and to put a statue up like that? Real classy, Alan. Yeah. Wouldn't it be nice to have that much money that like you could go out of your way to buy the house next door to somebody and put up that statue just as an FU?
Honestly, that's like the best money I've ever seen spent.
Yeah. I don't
I
know
don't
why,
even
and I
live
don't know
near
why
my.
it's back in the news now. This is from 2013. I have no clue why it's back around, but it's all over the place now.
He's selling the statue or the house. Maybe she's trying to sue him to get him to take it down. Who knows? I think it's glorious. I would absolutely.
Can-
I would buy it.
Imagine,
That's the
imagine
best
you go.
$7,000 ever spent. I don't even
Say,
have an
imagine
X
you
near
go to
me,
a
and I'd buy
garage
one.
sale. Like you're right, you go to a garage sale, like oh, everything's for sale, and they're like even the statues, and that's the statue that's for sale.
I would buy it.
Yeah,
I would buy it.
I told you that's gonna be right up your alley.
Dreadpool, I'm gonna need you to get me one of those. Listen, I don't have any X's near me.
You got a birthday coming
Want to
up,
be
don't
near
you?
me.
You got a
I
birthday.
do. I very
Yeah.
much do. Yes.
If you need a gift idea, Dreadpool, we just
Take a
found one.
giant middle finger statue. That is amazing. And you know what's even better is we actually have some large yard sculptist artists in the area. Bet you I could commission one of them to do it. I bet you I could. I'm gonna try and get it done. It'd be glorious. I just put it in my front yard because you know what? I don't like some of my neighbors, and I feel like
Yeah.
they could understand. They could get a nice view of how I feel about them on a regular basis. Especially my one creepy ass neighbor with their creepy ass son. They absolutely deserve a middle finger statue all the time in the yard.
Your neighbors are gonna be like, "Oh my God, is that directed to me? Should it be? Should it be Susan? Ask yourself."
That's what I think the funny part
Oh.
would be is the ones that I like would absolutely think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
It probably come over and just ask questions like, "That's amazing. Where'd you get it?" You know. And the ones that I don't like probably would be thinking to themselves, "Oh my god, is that to me? Is that directed to me?" Yes, yes, Carol. Yes, it is. I don't like you. I don't like your son. I don't like your husband. I don't like your entire family.
Oh.
Some people just need a good middle finger statue.
They do. Statue dealer. Okay, so it's getting
Dude.
late, so I have two quick things.
Okay.
Now these are right. These are funny. These we're gonna turn it around now because instead of just being angry at the world, I got two good things. Okay. This may. Well, I guess this is only good. It depends how you look on it. If this is good, really, it's just funny good. This was out of I don't even know where. Doesn't have a town on this thing. I feel like I was in Colorado or something. Beats me. Who gives a crap where it was? 14 staff members at Montana. Here we go. At the Yellowstone Valley Animal Shelter in Billings, Montana. They had to go to the hospital, right? The building filled with smoke the other day. So, cats and dogs all had to be relocated. 14 people had to go to the hospital. Apparently, they have some sort of agreement, and once a month, I think I saw in some article it said like once a month, the FBI comes in and they borrow the incinerator. Okay? The FBI used the incinerator to burn 2 pounds of meth. But they didn't open one of the like vents. So all of the burned meth smoke went right back on into the shelter. And I don't know how much 2 pounds of meth is, but it seems like a lot to me. It seems like that's a hefty amount of meth.
I feel like that'd be a lot of mouth. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't. Not familiar with meth personally. I don't really know, but I am somewhat familiar with how I think they make it. And I'm pretty sure it's like chemicals from underneath the sink that you use to clean. And I can't imagine 2 pounds of that is a good idea. But I imagine that was one hell of an evening.
Yeah. So they got smoke inhalation, but then it was meth smoke, and now the whole building's contaminated now. So they said the process to decontaminate the building is going to take 2 to 4 weeks.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yes, but I can't believe it. All had to do with whatever they some vent that should have been open wasn't open. So instead of smoke going outside, all the smoke went right back in the building. Yes.
So I don't know a whole lot about crematoriums and the ovens that they use, but I do know there is a specific filtration system that they all have to have. Okay. I don't know how well that works for things like drugs because it's
Yeah.
really only supposed to like filter the corpse smell, you know what I mean? So, I mean, burning drugs in one seems like a bad idea, but listen, kids, we're also talking about the same group of people that years ago decided to burn like 70 pounds of marijuana and lit a news crew near it, and the broadcaster slowly got stoned while reporting on this. And as you watch, because it's still on YouTube, look it up. It is the funniest thing you will ever see. You can it's in and you can watch the guy in real time. He starts off sober, talking about this bonfire behind him, and as it goes on, you can see it just flipping reality more and more. And as this guy's slowly getting higher and higher to the clouds, you can see some of the cops behind him that are monitoring this blaze slowly losing touch with reality as well. And it's like, guys, I don't know much, but I do know that drugs that you burn to use for the most part, if you're going to burn them to get rid of them, I don't know. Maybe you should not be anywhere near the smoke because isn't
Yeah.
that what?
They totally knew. They were like, "No, no, I volunteer. I'll go to the bonfire. I volunteer."
I just can't imagine whose bright idea it was like, hey guys, we got to get rid of 2 pounds of meth. Let's go put it in a crematory. Let's just light it up in
Yeah.
there. It's like, what could go wrong? What could go wrong? It'd be fine.
We're
It's
good.
good. It's
We're
good.
good.
It'll be fine. No bigger than a small dog. We'll be fine.
Uh, okay, so the last thing I have is just to let all of you know, uh, get ready because kicking off on Tuesday, Fat Bear Week is up. Okay, Fat Bear Week happens every year. I vote every year. This Some of the largest brown bears on Earth are at Brooks River and Katami National Park in Alaska. So brown bears, you get fat to survive hibernation, right? So the fatter you are, the more likely you are to survive throughout the winter. So every year they have Fat Bear Week, and you get a vote on all these fat bears. They have head-to-head matchups, and you get a vote. So uh, if you go, it's explore.org/fat-bear-week, or if you just Google Fat Bear Week, you will find it. Trust me. You can meet the bears. They have um, they have a whole bracket you could fill out, right? Because it's just who cares about fantasy football and who cares about what like NCAA tournament brackets? No, we want the Fat Bear bracket. So
Yeah,
don't forget, you get a vote. It's fun. They're fat. They're cute.
they are. I've actually done that.
They're gonna kill you, but that's okay.
I don't know if it was for the Alaskan one, but I think Yellowstone does one too.
Yeah,
And the bears are hilariously adorable. They are so chunky. And yeah, you get to vote on the fattest bear for the season. It's so cute. So cute. And they are,
yeah.
yeah, don't go near the bears. But on a
Don't go near
computer
the
screen, they're
bears.
amazing.
Yeah, just vote them. Just vote for them. That's all. You don't need to go near them. This
I
you
mean,
get to sit
if
at
you
your
want
sit at
to,
home.
I'm not going to say not to. It's not a good way to meet me, but If you want to go hang out with a wild, ferocious animal, who am I to tell you not to?
Like I said, everybody it starts Tuesday. I don't know why it doesn't start tomorrow because it says it starts the 23rd. I don't know. Whatever. Maybe the Bears need an extra day to fatten up before we can vote. I'm not sure. But that's
Give them
okay.
an extra day.
Yeah, September 23rd through the 30th. The voting is between 12 and 9 p.m. Eastern Time, so that's 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific. And only one bear is going to be crowned the Fat Bear Week champion.
Have to go vote for sure.
They already had the junior ones for like the smaller ones. Winner was bear number 128 junior. The bears are tagged, so this way they can, find the bears, monitor the bears, all that stuff. But these bears get gigantic too, I have to say. So
Oh, brown bears are big. They're much
yeah,
bigger than people usually.
they're thousands of
I'll be
pounds.
honest, I did not realize how big brown bears were until I was I've seen them at zoos and things, but I've never actually like stood near one when they're standing, so it's never really dawned on me how big they are. When you hear, oh, it's over 7 feet and stuff, you're like, this is it's like 2 feet taller than me. That's not that crazy. And then when you stand next to a taxidermied one, you're like, holy cow,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't stand a chance. Polar bears are gigantic too, though. Polar bears, I think, are even bigger.
And what's cool is you get to they have like a little slider bar. So like you get to see the bear earlier in the year. And then you move the slider bar over and you get to see how fat they are right now. So you get to watch them as they fatten up, which that's my favorite thing to do. I want to see the skinny bear and then I want to see them packing the pounds on. Because that to me is crazy too. Because right, as humans, obviously, I mean, we get fat, but like, right, we don't double our size in a matter of 3 months to fatten up for winter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just to see how different these bears look is crazy, absolutely crazy. So, like I said, it's fun, it's free. So go ahead. Oh, did you see what Perry just wrote in the chat? Oh,
Yeah,
he's
that's
got a
it.
fat cat next to him, which we all know who the fattest cat in our house is because she's a little tubbo. That's we love her. Um, she's hugging the phone because she hears my voice. I
So
hope
cute.
so.
That's adorable. My
She's probably
dog,
just saying that, but I hope so.
dog's laying next to me. You'd be surprised how needy animals can be
Yeah,
when they're with their spare human instead of their main person. Yeah, they get
yeah,
very funny. My dog, I know if I'm not home and he hears my voice in the house for, any reason whatsoever, he will start looking for me. And he gets real upset when he can't find
yeah.
me, but he can hear me.
Mom, I hear you. Where are you?
Yeah. My dog doesn't usually howl. In fact, I'd never heard my dog howl until recently. And the reason we heard him was we had talked I talked to him over a camera, and after I stopped and he couldn't find me, that's when he started howling. Like, you don't do that ever. Why are you howling?
Yeah.
Are you okay? And as soon
No,
as
he
we
was
start,
clearly not okay.
yeah,
He
no, as
couldn't
soon
find
as I
you.
talked to him, he stopped again. He's
Yeah,
like, Mom. And yeah, as soon as I stopped again, it was after a few minutes he was howling again. I'm like, I'm surprised. My dog isn't noisy like that. I
yeah,
guess when I'm not around, maybe he's very needy.
yeah.
My poor boy. My poor boy. Well, we should get going. You've got to go get your fat cat.
Yep, gonna go get my fat cat. Got to pick out what coworker I'm gonna run over tomorrow. Allegedly.
Supposedly.
Yes.
She wasn't there. She was with me the whole time. I don't know what
Yeah.
you guys are talking about. She was down here with me.
Oh,
We're going to a haunted trail this weekend.
yeah. What are you talking about? She was just dragging dead bodies in the woods. She wasn't doing anything. What do you
She
mean?
was helping me by carrying a foot that fell off.
Yeah.
She was. Don't worry.
Yes, well, thank you everyone for sticking with us, and thank you for jumping in on our second stream, bearing with us through technical difficulties. That's what makes it
Someday.
fun, though.
I
We
mean,
roll with it.
I did give the fair warning right at the beginning of
Yeah.
the show. We are not professional. It is full chaos and chaotic, and it is okay. We are still amazing and always entertaining. Oh my gosh. But anyways, I have more trails to go through this week. I have more trails to work on this week. So I should probably get going because I got to go drag some bodies through the woods tomorrow morning.
Yeah,
And I
you gotta
believe
rest
you
up.
have to get me bodies.
Yeah. I'll run them over, you drag them into the woods. Perfect.
Remember, I don't discriminate. I'll take everybody.
Yeah.
With that being said, have a good week, everybody. We'll see you next time. I'm Death Dealer.
And I'm Pink Pickles.
Bye.
Bye.